in this we are going to learn the topics what is equation first and what is the principle of equality we are going to use in solving the problems. How to solve the simple equations when we are giving any question of equations, and steps what we are follow in doing the problems. For examples, I am going to show simple equations. I will show by solving the steps. Okay, checking solutions are correct or incorrect. How we are able to check the obtained answer is correct or incorrect after doing the problem. Okay, first what is equation? First of all we have to know what is equation. You have already know the chapter. So equation means what we have learned already in earlier classes, that is simple equation. What is simple equation we have learned in our previous classes. Okay, that is for example 4x equal to 10 or em equal to 2. Like this, one variable, it is variable and it is constant number, numerical value. Okay, in this also a variable and this is the numerical value. Like this we have a variable and a numerical value makes a simple equation. Okay, an equation is nothing but what? Equation is what, children? Nothing but we say in simple words what we have and definition, that is equation is condition, okay, on a variable. A condition on a variable, children. It is simply we say equation is nothing but a condition on a variable. That is, the condition is that the two expressions, that is this is an expression LHS side and it is RHS side, should have equal to sign with equal value we get. If we get equal values, then it must be an equation. At least one of the two expressions must have a variable. Okay, the two expressions like this. If LHS equal to RHS, then the given equation is said to be a valid equation. Okay, for example 4x equal to 2, then it must have one variable. Okay, here x is a variable and here RHS have a constant. Okay, like this is a simple equation. Okay, equation, we call it as equation. There must be a equal to sign in between the two expressions. Okay, LHS and RHS is divided between a equal to sign, then that is a equation. It shows the equation. Okay, if the statement we form an equation with, if we have a RHS is a number, just a number, there must be often we have another signs, other signs if we have given, like greater than, less than, like these symbols are given. For example, if we have 4x is greater than 6, this is not an equation. Okay, this is not an equation. This shows 4x is greater than 6, but this is not equal to, though both the sides are not equal, sign is there and both sides LHS is not equal to RHS. This is equal to this one, so this is not an equation. If we have a equation like 4x plus 5 is equal to 6x minus 25, then this is LHS and this is RHS. So these both are an expressions. We often maybe have an expressions on both sides, then equal to sign is there in between, so this must be an equation. Okay, for example 4x plus 5 is equal to 65 is given. Then this is an equation. Okay, if we have equal to sign in between LHS and RHS, it with one variable is there and one constant in right hand side, then this shows that is a perfect equation. Okay, now these signs, like this signs is between in LHS and RHS, then that is not an equation. Okay, we have it LHS and RHS, we have equal to sign must be there. If a statement is given, so this is said to be an equation. What is equation? Means I have told this means any condition on a variable. Means this is a condition, that is 4x must be equal to 10. That is 4x equal to 10. We have to find the value of x here, and equal to sign is there, and this is a variable we have to find, and this is a constant, the value given to the x. Okay, so a condition on a variable is called an equation. Okay, for example, I have shown 4x equal to 2 is a simple equation, and this is not an equation. Okay, this is an equation, and this is also an equation. This is also an equation, this is also an equation. If a statement is given, okay, if a statement is given, statement is given like this is given, then we form the statement in equation. We can write the statement in equation form. Okay, given, then we write the statement in equation form. That is how I will show you. For example, if we have given the sum of 3 times xe and 11 is 32 is given, then we can change this statement, the whole statement, in an equation form. Okay, how? I will show here. The sum of 3 times x means we have to write 3 times x means 3 times x is 3x. Okay, now the sum of 3 times x and 11 is 32. Means sum of x and 3 times x and 11 is written as 3x plus 11 and is equal to 32, it is given. So 3x plus 11 is equal to 32. So the equation we have obtained is 3x plus 11 is equal to 32. So the statement is converted into an equation form. Okay, that is 3 times x plus 11 is equal to 32. This is the statement I have given here, and we have changed the statement into an equation form. So we can change any statement in a single equation. Okay, now what are the principle? What is the principle to solve an equation? Solving an equation. How to solve an equation, children? There is a principle, that is, if we added or subtracted, this is the principle used in problems to solve the simple equations. Subtracted a same number on both sides of LHS and RHS, and if we if both sides of the equation if both sides of equation is either multiplied by any number, multiplied or divided by same number, then the equality remains. I will show by an simple examples. I will show this principle how to use in solving equations. Okay, if we add or subtract the same number of LHS and RHS, and if both sides of an equation is either multiplied or divided by a same number, then the equality remains unchanged. Because means what, children? If we add or subtract in LHS and both RHS, then the equality remains unchanged. If we multiply or divide any number, same number on both sides of equation, then the equality remains unchanged. Okay, this is the simple principle we have to use in solving the problems. Okay, we first need to steps. What, children? Steps. What we have to need? First we have to firstly what we have to do? We need to separate the numerical values. I am writing here for you to understand easily to how to solve and what the steps we have to take when solving an equation. We first need to separate the numerical terms from the terms containing from the variables. Okay, we have to separate by taking them on two different sides. Okay, we have to separate variables and separate numerical values on different sides of equality. Okay, this we have to do in first step, then we get the solution. Okay, for example, I am going to show example 1 here. Solve x plus 3 equal to 7. Simple equation I am going to show from textbook problems. These are, okay, see here, children, please note down this problem. If you don't understand any step, please copy this problem. Solution: solve x plus 3 equal to 7. This is the equation given here. This is LHS. Given equation, first we have to write given equation is x plus 3 is equal to 7. Take this equation as first equation. Okay, LHS of equation is what, children? X plus 3. And RHS is what? 7 here. The total value of x is more than 3. Okay, x plus 3 means what? The statement here is expression means what? The value of x is more than 3. To find the value of x, we have to subtract 3 from, we have to remove 3 from this equation. Okay, LHS, we have to remove this 3, we get the value of x. Okay, to find x, we have to subtract 3 on both sides. We should subtract 3 from LHS, then we have to subtract this 3 from RHS also. So then we have to balance the equality sign. Okay, to subtract the 3 on both sides now. Now what it becomes? 1 becomes what, children? 1 becomes x plus 3 minus 3 is equal to 7 minus 3. This is LHS and this is RHS. We have subtracted minus 3 on both sides. Okay, now what you will get, 3 becomes 0 equal to sign as it is 7 minus 3, 4 you will get. Hence therefore x equal to 4 we have obtained. So now what you have to do, check whether the obtained value is correct or not. Checking is there. Simply we have to check after obtaining the answer. We have to check in the right hand side or left hand side. We can easily check like this. Substitute this obtained value. Substitute x equal to 4 in given equation. Given equation what? The first equation 1. Okay, substitute obtained value x equal to 4 in given equation 1. Then what becomes? 1 becomes what? X equal to what we have obtained? X equal to 4. Whether it is correct or incorrect, we have to check like this. Okay, substitute 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. I have substituted 4 in x place. Okay, then 4 plus 3 means 7. Here equal to 7 equal to 7. So LHS equal to RHS obtained. So the x equal to value is right. Okay, like this we have to check. The solution is this one, and for checking this is the process. Okay, now I will show another problem here. Solve z by 6 equal to minus 3. Okay, now what is the solution? Same steps we have to apply. We have to divide, multiply or add or subtract on both sides. The equality sign remains unchanged. Okay, now solution. Given equation we have to write down first. Equation is what? Take it as first equation. Now what z we have to find? To find z, what we have to write? What we have to add or subtract or multiply or divide? What we have to do here? We have to remove this x. Remove 6, sorry. Remove 6. For removing 6, we have to multiply. We have to multiply 6 on both sides. Okay, this step we have to need to solve the equation. We have to multiply 6 on both sides. So 1 becomes what? Z by 6 into 6 is equal to minus 3 into 6. Okay, like this I have multiplied on both sides. We have to multiply on both sides. We have to remove only 6 from this LHS, so that we have to multiply on both sides. So 6 get cancelled, we have remain with z. So here what? Minus, as it is, minus into plus, minus is there. 6 3s are 18. So obtained value is minus 18 is the z value is obtained here. Now for checking, what we have to checking? Substitute whether this value is right or not. We have to check like this. Substitute z equal to minus 18 in 1. Okay, equation 1. So equation 1 is z by 6 equal to minus 3. So z means minus 18. Minus 18 by 6 equal to minus 3. Okay. Now what? 6 1s are 6 3s are. Minus 3 equal to minus 3. So LHS equal to RHS. So value obtained here z equal minus 18 is right. Okay, correct value we have obtained in the answer. Okay, like this we have to check the solutions obtained. Okay, to solve the equation we have to do the process and we have to use this principle. we add or subtract or multiply or divide any number on both sides, same number we have to multiply, divide or add or subtract, we have to same number we have to take. Okay, but equality remains unchanged, we have to see. Okay, to solve the equations, firstly we need to separate the numerical terms from the variables by taking them on two different sides of equality. So simply I have shown you two problems. Okay, now what is an equation? First we have to know condition of a variable on a variable. Okay, simply we apply a condition on a variable, then that is an equation. Okay, this means this video is very useful for children who have doubts in equations, how to solve, how to check the solution. Okay, what steps we have to need to solve the simple equations, what is the principle we have to use. Okay, please watch complete video so that you can solve many simple equations in from your textbook problems. Okay, I will upload next video on this chapter. Okay, watch my complete video, like, share and subscribe my channel for more updates in maths topics. Okay, thank you.